There is no more picturesque stadium in all of sports than the Rose Bowl. Today, conference bragging rights on the line in this SEC Big Ten clash. It's the Wisconsin Badgers and the UCLA Bruins. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Catching up with the Badgers head coach before the game. He has been warning his team all week about this game. Both teams undefeated to start this season, and he believes the difference will be who can execute the best. He believes that his team and his quarterback have the confidence and composure to compete well in this environment. I'll keep you posted on how well they're communicating down here on the field. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Bruins will kick off first, and here we go. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Hits inside. It's West. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Davis will throw. Looking to the big tight end. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a fourth down. The Badgers will bring the punt team onto the field. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. From the gun, it's Thomas. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Throwing, Ncaa. Caught behind the line. It's Thomas. Still running at the 40. Makes the catch, and he's free. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. And the Bruins, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Wants to throw one first. Can't hold on in the face of the contact. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions, and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it, he has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know, he just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game versus his alma mater.
Ncaa. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, UCLA.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Davis looking to pass. Rushes on. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Trying to squeak through the pile. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped.
Yeah, and I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short-yarded situations, knows where that first down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive.
Good job just to get rid of that one.
Thank you. That's what the defensive backs say to the defensive linemen when they get home and put pressure on the quarterback fast and the ball comes out erratic.
They punted on their first drive of the game, and now they have to convert on 3rd down to avoid doing it again. Throws to the tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver. And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They knock him down at the 40. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down. And the Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. Quick give. It's Palmer. Plows through the defense. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. On the stop.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield. He does it again very early in this one, David. And I know he was a guy this offensive line and this coaching staff were concerned about. And early on, they don't have an answer for him.
I'm about to say that they still have the concerns. Because, geez, early on, he's in the backfield right away. Got to have some kind of an answer, man. First of all, maybe not run towards his side. Secondly, maybe we double team him, but there's got to be a plan because when you get near him, bad things happen for your offense.
The Badgers need to pick it up on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on 4th down, and it pays off there.
That just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical 4th down and execute.
Turning it on! And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Caught. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. And guys, that is a tough holding call. It'll back them up. Still first and goal, but now more territory to navigate. Looking for a gap. It's West. Got enough space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point is good. That is what they mean when they say ball control. A 14-play touchdown drive. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Breaks the tackle. Oh, he's got some space. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The Bruins just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Running inside, it's Thomas. Got the first down. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. The Bruins moving the chains on the ground, and they've had some great running backs there. Some have flown under the radar a little bit.
Yeah, guys like Jonathan Franklin. And listen, you can always find elite recruits and great playmakers out there in the Golden State.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. The screen, he can go. Maybe some room here. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got him first and goal.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space.
And he will score! Touchdown, Bruins!
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. On the return, it's Moore. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Badgers start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Davis will throw. He wants to go deep. And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
On the return, they drag him down, and good coverage that time by the special team. UCLA will go back to work on offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a...
Snagged it, and there's running room. And he's wrestled out of bounds after a nice pickup.
There used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You throw it to them, and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Bruins can really attack on this second and short. Here's Ncaa to throw. Right side, it's Thomas. Got some room into the goal line. Touchdown, Bruins! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Coming out with it, it's Moore. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's West. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4. And the Badgers in the hurry up. Davis looking to pass. Fires to the wideout. Caught by Coleman. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Gets the back moving. Drops back on first down. Unloads it left. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Right back to the well. Finding some room. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone. The Badgers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. From the red zone, looking for a man. Out wide right, it's West. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Zings it complete to the right. The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch. Right away, they're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
DB's right up on the receivers. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Stopped right there. Clock has stopped. Timeout has been called by UCLA. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Davis will throw. Still looking to his right. Almost intercepted in the end zone, and what a red zone stop that would have been. It'll be 4th down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. not a chance. Missed it. Guys, the missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Throwing, Ncaa. Get it out to the supersonic guy. At the 40, there he goes. Hits the accelerator to the right. Tap. Into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
He'll bring it out. It's more. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he's stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Just got rid of that one.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Throws to the wideout. And he gets rid of it.
You're welcome. That's what the defensive line just said to the secondary. Ball comes out quick, inaccurate. Why? Because we're getting pressure on the quarterback right away.
If they don't pick up this third down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. Davis looking to pass. Left side is Rigby. They've got the first down, mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. Wisconsin stops the clock, uses its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Badgers will line it up on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. They'll run the screen. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. The Badgers headed quickly to the line. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Looking for a huge play. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Ncaa escapes the pressure to his right. Now he'll fire back into the middle. Fires it into a crowd, and it's picked off. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Wants to throw one first. Buying time to his right. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. One more snap coming before halftime. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. All kinds of room to the right. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Bruins.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he added the extra point. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with Texas taking on the Nebraska Cornhuskers. And it's the Longhorns with a gritty victory away from home. This team prepared well all week, and they'll enjoy the fruits of their labor. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. And as we check in on these notable matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football truly is.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And nice job by this defense, really being physical at the point of the attack. There's not a lot of holes, man. They run the ball on back-to-back plays, aggressive linebackers playing downhill. Nice job by the D-line, owning the line of scrimmage. And now they got them in a situation where this is where they want it. 3rd and long, guaranteed passing situation.
Making the adjustment on the play. 3rd down from the gun. Here's Ncaa. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. The Bruins will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Not a lot of room to make this catch. He's brought down. Not a lot of room to take that one back. Here comes Wisconsin's offense to get this drive underway. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Tells the run, wants to pass. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got room on the return. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Bruins.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Fielded in the end zone, it's Moore. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a 3rd down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Nowhere to go.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important.
Snags it, and he's open. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone. And the Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Just gets rid of that one.
And that's a gift, right? Like, he was pretty dang open, and that drag route came open, and he had a chance to catch that, chew up some yards, but the defense will take it. And I tell you what, when you go over the middle, man, you got to have some courage, and I don't know if he felt some pressure and some bodies around him, but that was a clear drop.
I like the poise by the quarterback on that play, too, because a lot of times as a quarterback, you see the blitz coming, and immediately you want to audible, you want to try to throw the ball, but he knew that he had a good run play called, and he knew he could leave it on. Heads up play by the QB.
He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick. But the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
Trying to pound it in.
After getting stopped on that second down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
The pressure ramps up on 3rd and goal. They want to run this quarterback. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, UCLA!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Davis will throw. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. And the Badgers will call on their punt team. And he's going to have to drive this ball into the teeth of the wind. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Straight ahead, it's Thomas. They were all over it.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They give it to him again. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Looking for space, it's Thomas. He's knocked down immediately, trying to catch them napping on the run and nothing doing. The Bruins will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a catch at the 10. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Unloads to the wideout. It's dropped after taking the hit.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Davis looking to pass. Stands in and takes the hit. Pass is broken up downfield, and look who's there, the linebacker covering serious ground.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
The Badgers will try to pin them back with the punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Catches it at the 30. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Run inside. It's Thomas. They put the brakes on him.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just...
Flying down the left side. And the Bruins, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. They want that clock to run. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the fourth quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. We all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. All these plays still matter.
Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? They just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
That's a great job downing the football, setting your defense up with great field position. A lot of times you let that thing bounce one too many times and it climbs in the end zone, but that was a good job of making sure you downed it and set your D up.
And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee.